China, a lot of Ukraine and Russia, and not a lot of independent thought or independent questions. So we are going to move on, and let's knock out the middle of our segment today with a Stoney Progressive takedown of yesterday's video of Nancy Pelosi. So this is Nancy Pelosi in this video yesterday. Made me want to do this.
Gender equality here. Maybe I don't. Let's see.
Abby Martin with the Empire Files. Speaker Pelosi, you just presided over a large increase in the Pentagon budget. This Pentagon budget is already massive. The Pentagon is a larger polluter than 140 countries combined. How can we seriously talk about net zero if there is this bipartisan consensus to constantly expand this large contributor to climate change, which is exempt from these conferences? Military is exempt from climate talks.
Well, I just want to use an example if I...
So important, I'm playing this twice today, all the way through, and so important that this guy had to jump in. So welcome to the Stoney Progressives Takedown. You
can. You know the sea level rise is an important part of what's happening to the climate. And I am not a defense person, but I've had so many talks.
As his name begins to fade, I literally wrote down Frank Pallone, whatever. I didn't even write where he was from. I just wrote it down yesterday. I was like, "You're it. You jumping in, stepping in to help Nancy Jackass Pelosi, and not letting her answer a question to whom she called on Abby. She called on Abby. You got to let her answer that question."
With the Defense Department, with the Navy in particular, about how they have to respond to what's going on. So I really do think that there is no reason why what we're putting together, with Build Back Better and other things, can't respond to the Defense Department and have the same impact in terms of reducing emissions. And I do think that the Defense Department...
So you admit they can do that, but there's nothing in anything right now that includes the military. So you think that this can do it, but we're not currently looking at it. I mean, you think it should and could, but we're not looking at it.
Department is very much aware of the fact that they have to play a major role, both from a strategic as well as, for the good of the world. So I don't see what we're doing in any way, or, increasing the defense budget as being something that's inconsistent with climate action. I really don't.
And may I just add that national security advisors all tell us that the climate crisis is a national security matter. It is, of course, a health matter for our children, the water they drink, the air they breathe, etc. It is a jobs issue between clean technologies being the future of our workforce and the training for all of that. It is a national security issue because of the all of the conditions that climate crisis produces. I won't go into all of them, but they do cause.
Well, thank you so much, Frank Pallone, whatever, that for giving her time to come up with this great answer. We listened to it last night. We don't need to hear it again today, but so yeah, this is why I decided to go for it, because Nancy's horrible. Abby made a fantastic question. They both kind of sidestepped the question because they agree that it could be looked at, but no one's looking at it yet. No one's taken a glance at it yet, so they can't pretend like it's happening. It is avoided in every national massive climate change operations. They always omit military from that. So, Frank Pallone Jr., Long Branch, New Jersey, the 6th District of New Jersey, and his office is 202-225-4671, 202-225-4671. If he's in your district or you hate him that much, go ahead and give him a call. The only way politicians move is when they hear massive flooding of voter annoyances. So you tell them you're a voter, you tell them you're annoyed, they might listen to you. So he's a Democratic representing 6th District, and he got in office in 1993. All right, well, Any problems yet? Any? I would think there's a few. So he's been in office since '93. So we're gonna go ahead and put him in as a long time, needs to be removed. Ooh, and I saw one of my favorite words down here. So he is the chairman of the Energy and Commerce Committee. That is in 2019. So that happened, oh man, recently. And he was a superdelegate in 2016 Democratic National Convention, the convention where the superdelegates pushed Hillary over Bernie way before the election was over. They called several states way before the election was over. That wonderful election, he was one of those people that helped push the election the wrong way. Thank you so much. That was fantastic of you. Good on ya. Career, he went to Middlebury College, went to law school, went to Rutgers, was a city council member after Rutgers, so he didn't pass this law along before he was a city council member. Then a member of the state senate, Congress, since '89. Wow, also '89, then he got a different district in '93. So really he's been in there for almost most of my life, just about all my life. So yeah, he might need to be removed. Ooh, that's a lot of zeros. Yeah, he's worth a little bit of money too. He's they haven't done the cent really, so he's worth over $4 million, and he's been in Congress his entire life as a lawyer. I guarantee that's not right. So let's go to Open Secrets. Check out our gentleman here. They don't have career because he's been in so long. They don't even have career. I forgot about that. Yeah, so his small net worth, because most of Congress is worth just ridiculous amounts of money, but the median household in his neighborhood is only worth $800,000, where he's worth over a few million. So he's richer than anybody in his neighborhood, or at least the neighborhood he claims to live in. But that doesn't mean anything, because I've said many times these people can have post boxes in the towns they're supposedly living in, but they don't have to actually live there, and they can get away with it. People get away with it all the time. Oh crap, that's right. They did not find hold on. Yeah, that disappeared. I've tried that several times today. So his campaign finance information disappeared. This man who's only worth a few million after being a lawyer, career politician. Open Secrets has it on everybody, and I found this earlier when I researched them, but since then it's been disappeared and gone. So good on you, man. You found a way to get through. But I found a video on
examine a truly 21st century issue, the energy and environmental impacts of cryptocurrencies. In the last decade and a half, we've seen an explosion of blockchain technology and digital currencies or cryptocurrencies. Concepts that once seemed futuristic have begun to enter the daily lives and digital wallets of everyday Americans. Bitcoin alone grew to a market cap of more than $900 billion last year. Blockchain technology and cryptocurrency bring enormous promise, and this hearing is not intended to stifle that promise or to discourage innovation. I mean, this is the Innovation Committee. But we want to examine the potential environmental costs of the crypto mining industry and what can be done to address those impacts. So right now, some blockchains are consuming enormous.
Never want to look at anything that has to do with environmental impacts when you do any of your other legislation. Ever. There has never been environmental impact on any of your minds before this kind of person. And now you're going to care about the environmental impact because of crypto.
Energy. One estimate found that the energy required to process transactions on the Bitcoin network could power a home for more than 70 days. Last year, there were hundreds of thousands of transactions on this network, and just imagine the climate implications. Another estimate found that 2021 carbon emissions from Bitcoin and Ethereum crypto mining were 78.8 million tons of carbon, roughly equivalent to the tailpipe emissions for more than 15.5 million gasoline-powered cars on the road every year. And as this committee continues its work,
or 1 month of military operations in anywhere at all. Pick a place.
to combat the worsening climate crisis, it's critical that we examine these impacts. I look forward to hearing about the possibilities the crypto mining industry may bring in support of new renewable energy deployment, grid stabilization, and other innovations that may reduce energy consumption and have applications far beyond the crypto mining industry itself. President Biden has set forth ambitious climate goals to reduce U.S. emissions by 50% from 2005 levels in 2030, create a 100% carbon pollution-free power sector by 2035, and achieve a net zero economy by 2050. Now, to achieve these important goals, we cannot bring retired fossil fuel plants back online or delay the retirement of some of our oldest and least efficient power plants in support of energy-intensive crypto mining activities.
Really? I mean, we all of a sudden, yeah, I can't, I mean, it's the same thing, but come on, like, we see it, right? A person like this is not, I'm still going to say every incumbent needs to go. None of them are worthwhile having. I mean, out of everybody I've looked at so far, I would have to say there's one that could maybe stay and not be ruined, but we just get rid of all incumbents. Go ahead and do it.
Particularly in light of the cleaner blockchain technologies that already exist. We need to be thinking about ways to encourage innovations that improve our energy grid, increase the mix of clean energy supporting it, and improve energy efficiency across industries. And this committee and Congress have taken steps to further these goals already. The bipartisan infrastructure law and the Build Back Better Act collectively provide the funding and resources our country needs to upgrade our power infrastructure and make clean energy even more affordable and accessible. These investments in our future will reduce greenhouse gas pollution, build a clean power grid, create jobs in support of the clean energy transition, and provide cheaper energy. It's also important to focus on how crypto mining can affect the affordability of electricity for American consumers. I was struck by the example of Plattsburgh, New York, a few winters ago. Crypto mining companies flocked to the community because of the cheap electricity offered through a hydropower allotment. These same companies then caused the community to quickly use up that allotment during a particularly cold winter. And Plattsburgh was forced to purchase expensive power on the spot market, and local residents found themselves with incredibly high monthly.
We want to talk about the fact that we could have like solar power, tide power, geothermal energy regionally so that our freaking networks weren't built into these massive network areas. We could have local energy that is only like a quarter of the state size, a third of the state size, instead of being these massive 12, 15 state power grids. Well, let's not talk about that. Nope.
Bills, some hundreds of dollars more than usual. While the industry has matured since and there are now responsible actors in this space, we should be ready to collaborate and encourage innovation and investment in clean and renewable energy. Developing more renewable energy, increasing energy efficiency, and managing demand on our energy grids are imperative to meeting our climate goals. And I look forward to hearing from our witnesses today on how the crypto mining industry may assist in achieving these goals and whether it stands ready to do so. I yield back, Madam Chair, but I do.
Yeah, so, yeah, his information is currently hidden, and he's against cryptocurrency. I'm guessing maybe that he, like, they literally, like, they have somebody, like, just hacking and destroying his information because he's so tied with the big banks that they're letting him get away. And if you attack cryptocurrency, you're going to get attacked by people who are currently off the chain or trying to, you know, live a life that's not so built into the bank system. And those kind of people won't take lightly to attacking them. So that's our takedown of the day. Not worth much of a takedown, but he's hidden, he's corrupt, he's been in there forever, just like Pelosi. And that's why he stood up for Pelosi, because that's his good old buddy for 40 years now, 35 years. And he won't let that happen. So good for him. Don't reelect him. You know anybody in New Jersey, send something negative their way. All right. Let's check out a little something from Nico. He had a couple quick clips.